True love is expressive and unashamed. What are some other qualities of true love? By the end of this lesson, we will explore love and adoration as pictured in the Song of Solomon, reflect on romantic relationships and the ways to nurture them, and seek ways to recognize and express appreciation, in appropriate ways, for inner and physical beauty in others. Song of Solomon, also called Song of Songs, is grouped with the poetic books of the Bible. It is believed to be an exchange between David's son Solomon during his reign and the Shulamite woman who captured his heart, along with a chorus of palace women called Daughters of Jerusalem. And that brings us to our key verse for today, which reads, I would still choose my dove, my perfect one, the favorite of her mother, dearly loved by the one who bore her. The young women see her and praise her. Even queens and royal concubines sing her praises. Song of Solomon, chapter 6, verse 9. The Song of Solomon is a powerful love poem where two lovers, newlyweds by some accounts, sing of their mutual love and unrestrained passion for one another. Song of Solomon, chapter 6, verses 4 through 7, is the second of two lengthy speeches by the male lover proclaiming his adoration for his beloved. The speaker uses a lyric device characteristic of Arabic poetry known as a wasf, which uses imagery from the natural world to praise the lover's human physique, moving from one part of the body to the next. Throughout the speech, he likens her beauty to doves, sheep, and pomegranates, to name a few. The writer moves from a general exhortation of her overall beauty to extolling specific parts of her body. Her eyes, which he likened to doves in the first wasf, arouse in him anguish now. He objects that the look of love from her is too overwhelming for him to hold her gaze, and he begs her to look away. The man repeats a compliment first stated in a previous chapter, that her hair is like a flock of goats on Mount Gilead. He is speaking metaphorically here, comparing her hair to the sight of goats descending the rolling hills, which might have appeared as a woman's long, thick, wavy black hair, the predominant color of goats in Syria-Palestine at that time. In contrast to the black flock of goats are the white sheep, which the man compares to the woman's teeth. Her teeth are characterized as clean, like the sheep coming up from the water and ready for shearing. Moreover, there is not a tooth missing in her mouth. Dental hygiene being what it was in antiquity, it was unusual to find someone with all his or her teeth, although today's women might be offended by being compared to sheep and goats. They could appreciate someone complimenting their smile. In verses 8 and 9, the writer returns to an earlier theme of royal imagery in this poem. The man proclaims that his beloved is second to none. Not even the royal women of the court, no matter their numbers, can come close to the woman's splendor. In fact, these women of high social status praise this common woman. The man finds the woman so exceptional that he writes that among all her siblings she is her mother's favorite. Her sisters, like the royal ladies, find favor with her when they look upon her and bless her. The man returns to the simile of the banners of the capital cities in verse 4 to inquire rhetorically, who is this woman who looks as awesome as the dawn, moon, and sun? So here's our lesson. We know that God is love, but people often shy away from talking about God's expression of love in a marital relationship via sexual intimacy. The reason sex in the confines of marriage is beautiful is that it is the expression of love, commitment, and connectedness between two people who have gone before Him and pledged to love one another for life. As Christians, we can provide examples of godly love between a man and woman. Marital love is symbolic of God's love for His people. We can also impact our culture by supporting Christian media, calling for the end of inappropriate sexual images and song lyrics that demean and objectify the other sex. We can also celebrate the unique beauty of our spouse and resist the world's false standard of